voices, building worlds. The Ampliverse.
Welcome to the Autistic Delicatessen. What you eat, what you drink is your story.
You know, variety is the spice of life.
Food is often people's first experience of a new culture.
Welcome to the Autistic Delicatessen.
Season 4. Zane, welcome to the Autistic Delicatessen. It's great having you here.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here with both of you.
That's awesome. Before we talk about your food and such, tell us how you got started with your music, especially with your album. That's what she said.
Oh, okay. I was 12 years old, so 1989-ish, 90. My brother actually was a singer and performer in church and got me into hip hop, in the early 80s. We were very enthralled with the whole movement of hip hop, and it really affected us personally. And I started then at that time rapping with my brother, and he started like a big super group that was in the Christian community. Further down the years, probably the early 90s. And, throughout that time being with my brother and my cousin in this group, they helped me with performance, perfecting my craft, basic skills that usually MCs are supposed to know as far as, how to hold the mic, breath control, things like that. So about 15 years ago, I put out a solo album called LA Woman, and it's been quite a journey for me the past 14 years to push myself to do another solo thing or even work on music. I kind of feel like, riding the waves of life, I kind of lost myself a little, and a lot, to be honest. And my life had changed just drastically, and I had to turn my focus on solely taking care of my kids, at that time. I just lost it. I lost a lot of things. But about a year ago, last year, I think I just started committing to finishing songs, ideas that I already had in my head. It was just easier for me to memorize them and to get like my styles down and timing down. And so when I went into the studio, I just started recording and actually finishing the songs. And I really didn't put pressure on myself. I didn't want to name it anything until it was ready. I didn't want to call it an album or an EP until I knew it was just, everything was just falling into place as it should. So that's what she said. I dropped it on my birthday this past year, and I've just been enjoying the ride and the push and all the gigs I've been getting. It's just been really good. Like all the summertime jams and people I've got to meet and perform with. It's just opened me up, and I'm excited for the next project, working on the new stuff. But this little EP still doing its run, and I've been blessed to have like a dope DJ and the dopest like background singer and performer with me, and we've been killing it.
That's awesome.
And Zane, again,
Yes.
Good to see you again. We have
Good
some
to see you,
history, and plus, you already know from my past projects that I know your history. I know about your group, the Tunnel Rats. So it's kind of like I can go up and down list. Even though I'm in Florida, it's like,
hey,
this is how I know you. If anybody wants to check out the thing about the tunnel rats, definitely go online, go on YouTube and looking for tunnel rats documentary, or just look for it, because it really gives like the whole history of that short documentary. Going on to your dish, the magzole, is that like some type of family dish that you learned, or was it something creative that was of recent?
It's very recent. Me and my youngest daughter, she was home from college, and I had just so happened to make a tray of mac and cheese because I've been trying to perfect that. So I did that, and I made a huge pot of pozole, and I pretty much mastered that. I make a pozole verde, which is a chicken pozole, and I use like purple hominy. It's bigger pieces of the corn. Instead of doing like the traditional, white or yellow corn, I try to use the purple corn, and I perfected that pretty well. And my daughter, she was just like, "Hey, mom, let's try the mac and cheese." We first tried it just with like the caldo, like the soupy part of it, with the mac and cheese, and we're like, "Oh no, this is bomb." So then I just started incorporating it with the whole soup. So it's just basically a fusion for us, LA, Mexicans over here. It's kind of scary. Nobody wants to change any traditional, forms of cooking. And I definitely am not trying to do that. I'm not trying to like gross anybody out, but it is the best mix. It came out so bomb. Like, it's so good. So it's just a little bit of mac and cheese inside the pozole. So I dubbed it Maxole. So before all these restaurants start biting my idea, and this fusion thing, I have a few fusion ideas. I mean, things that I've been creating and making, in my own house. So I just opened it up to share it, and I did well, Larnell. Did good.
I'm glad that it's that thing, to be able to have that fusion, because like me and Only like fusion food, so you're among friends.
Yay.
I noticed that you attended an event recently, and one of your hashtags was the Maxole. I assumed
Yeah.
you took that with you. How did that go?
It went wow, and it was so amazing how the doors just opened for that. But it's one of the dopest b-boy events. I went for the first time last year. It's called Rock City Jam, and I loved it. I was selling my art there last year. So, but I just was so happy to be amongst these amazing dancers. B-boys and B-girls are just, they come from all around the world, and they compete, and they battle, and they just love dancing, and from young kids. Those are probably the best battles, to be honest. It's a joy to be there. And this year I just so happened to had made the food, and I was trying to sell it just to, it's been in high demand. Or I make this for parties. I make this for my own family parties, and people always tell me, I can't keep the pozole for sure at all. People have been bugging me, like, Zane, pushing me, like, sell your soups, or just make the soups, please, because it's not only the Maxole. Like, I really am like a soup champion, like on a lot of different kinds of soups. It's not just that one particular one. I'm like the soup lady for some reason. But they opened up that forum for me to sell there and to feed all the b-boys and b-girls, and it was such a joy. I did well. They loved it. They liked the mix of the two together. I did sell them separately as well for the people who were scared, but yeah, my daughter and her boyfriend helped me, thank goodness, and we did so well, and I had such a wonderful, beautiful time always. So it was a weird, it was the dopest thing in my mind for me to be selling at a hip hop event my food. It was so cool. And then soups of all things,
It's like it's all gone full circle in a way.
For sure, for sure.
But what soups do you make? Because you said you're quite
Oh,
the soup person, so
yeah. So I make the pozole. I do a really, really, really good veggie soup. I do a really good chicken tortilla soup. I make a good lasagna soup, and I make everything from scratch. So all the sauces, literally are from scratch. My chicken soup is good. Um, a black bean soup, split pea soup, broccoli cheddar soup, potato cheese soup.
the works.
The hands are blessed.
Definitely, you're right. The hands are blessed, and that's something to where, like, Zane, I've been following your music since the '90s, and it's just to hear this. I'm just thinking the next time you do a hip hop show, you should definitely like sell your soups, like have a title for it or something on the side, because we've
Right.
had guests on this show that have done both music and sell their like food or sauces or whatever. So that's
Yeah.
another good thing to do. Have you thought about that?
After this first sale, I think I might. I mean, I always sell my art. You know what I mean? So when I'm at my shows, you're definitely gonna get my art and then some of my merch. I really want to go hard on the merch and art thing, especially with like the physical CDs. I'm definitely gonna put out because on YouTube I did a camper snap sessions. I don't know if you saw, but it's kind of like a tiny desk thing, but it's in a tiny camper and it was all live. So I definitely want to put out the live version of my EP with my DJ and my background singer. That's the next thing. So I definitely have my art there. And so yes, the idea did come by after this last event. I'm going to try to sell my food for sure. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Shout out to all the food vendors out there. And I see how much work it takes. And I commend you and salute you. That might be my thing. I might have it all.
That's awesome. It's like multimedia and multi-mediums is like hip hop,
Right.
Art, and food. It's just like boom, best combo.
Right. And soups, I mean, it is the season.
Definitely. Tis the season for hearty, warm, comforting foods. Definitely.
Exactly.
But speaking of comforting foods, what is your favorite
Ooh.
foods? And drinks as well.
Ooh, that's a good question, Oni. My favorite foods. I would say, to be honest, it's so funny. But my favorite thing I always get is like a bean and cheese burrito. Just beans and cheese. We always get my favorite is like taquitos or enchiladas. I guess it would be in the Mexican food. I would start off with that. I do like pastas. Yeah. But bean and cheese burritos. Wow. That's my thing. Okay, I'm a soda girl. Shame on me. But cherry Coke, cherry Pepsi, that's so bad. So bad. I'm trying to quit. Still to this day, in my 46 years of living. Drinks though. I've been liking like alcoholic drinks. As far as I always like beer, but tequila has been my thing lately. I'm usually a vodka girl. So mimosas, orange. That's if it's outside and I'm having a drink. But yeah, soda.
That's fair. I'm usually a cider person personally, but for drinks though, I have been. I'm usually coffee or tea, but with cherry Pepsi, it's usually cherry Pepsi Max with no sugar. That's quite good. But I've been drinking a lot of kombucha, so that's quite good for you. But it's a good alcohol
It's so
alternative
good for
as
you.
well. So
Exactly.
And also, I just gotta say, recently, Zane, I had some non-alcoholic drinks, like some non-alcoholic Heineken, as well as Australia Galicia, which is like a non-alcoholic beer, so it's very good. So like, because I don't drink, but
Right.
whenever I have that stuff, I try to go for the non-alcoholic stuff, or else like the sodas like Mountain Dew or Sprite or something. So
Yeah, the clear ones. The clear ones are your thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a coffee and tea girl too. I mean, coffee for sure in the morning. Yeah, I like Hefeweizen.
Hefeweizen.
Yeah, those
Maybe.
kind of beers are really good. Yeah,
I
yeah,
need to
those
see.
are.
I need to
That's
see the
my
spelling.
favorite.
'Cause it sounds
Ooh, it's a
German.
long one. Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
I'm learning German, so I'm thinking I think that's right. I need to double check. But I've
That's
currently
wonderful.
I've got a chai at the moment with this, and since it's been
Ooh,
getting a lot colder, these things are a godsend for the summer and the winter. So any viewers that are
right.
watching or listening, get these kind of flasks that you take with you, and oh my god, they're amazing. But yeah, I've got a chai in here, just no sugar, no milk, just that's it, just the
Just
chai
the chai.
itself.
Do you like dirty chais?
I've not
Have you ever
tried
had one?
I've not tried one yet, but I've seen them in a few places.
Please
I
try
need
it.
to.
Yeah,
If I
yeah,
do, I'll definitely put it on my tea blog stories, because even though I'm not as active
yes.
in my blog these days, I do post new findings on the stories on Random Infusions. So yeah,
They're so delicious.
they sound
And then you could add in your own mixes. You can do like a pumpkin spice to it, you know, because it is like usually a shot of espresso in there. So the chai with the espresso, and then you could get whatever you want: white mocha, chocolate, cinnamonish, delicious. They're so good. That's one of my favorite drinks, to be honest.
Before we finish up, where can we find you on social media?
I'm mostly on my Instagram, and my Instagram is still under my real name because the art aspect. But it's Zane Marie. It's Z is in zebra, ANEMARIE at Instagram. You could find me there. You could find my upcoming events, my music links, food. Now that I've had some time to be home, I mean, I think that's probably what it is. It's like, if I'm out to work, it's hard for anybody just to really make food from scratch and, take time in the kitchen. But lately I've been having a little bit more time. So I've been enjoying being home and being able to cook. So I've been posting a little bit more about that. But it's been a joy. It's been a joy to feed people either my art, my music, and my food now. So, man. And I also do a massage. I've been doing, I don't know, Larnell, if you saw that, but for the past couple of years, I've been doing this massage. It's called gua sha. It's GUASHA. Yeah. And it's a Chinese massage. It's pretty painful, but I've been doing that as well, and healing people from extreme pain. And it's been a beautiful thing, and it's been working. So that's been another aspect of me as well that I've been pouring into people. So whatever these hands are, got going on right now, I'm just opening myself up to expressing that, to other people, and it's such a blessing. I'm tripping right now on how God is placing me in different areas and opened me up since I've been so closed off. Like I mentioned, that 14 years of, I just want to encourage people too who might be in a mental place where they can't move forward, and they have this block, and all it takes is just to let those things go and just try to make those footsteps forward, and then get one thing accomplished and finished off the list, and then move that to the side, and okay, you work on the next one and move that on. I found out that I needed the list. I needed to see what I needed to accomplish. And then once it was done, I felt like triumph. And that's how the music dropped. That's how the food came about, the massage, my art is always just a part of me and my expression of that's never going to stop. I'm always going to do some type of artistic thing. with the collage work that I do. But yeah, I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for this path that God has me on, and for me to be able to express myself while I'm here. And I really appreciate you guys having me on. These are awesome questions, you guys.
And really, we're thankful for that. So I just had to like real quick put that in there. Definitely an inspiration for all these years, Zane. Thank you for your contributions, though.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Awesome. But yeah, that's a great closure right there, honestly, because I just hope everyone who's listening feels inspired for that, because it's always good to just try and push yourself forward no matter what, and I try and do that every day, even if there's days where I feel like I'm not going anywhere. Sometimes it's the small things is what matters. So like this project, a few other projects I do, a few people that I know, just those things that just keep me going in life. So yeah.
I salute you guys. You guys are amazing, especially for the community that you guys are in. How much that shows so much love, not only for yourself but for your people, and for all of us to encourage us all. And I love it. I really, really salute you guys. I'm totally with you guys. I support you. Whatever you guys need from me, I got it. I wish I could mail you some food.
I know, right? One of these horrible teleport things. One day.
Yeah. Maybe we should go to Florida. Let's go to Florida.
Scotland.
Florida, then Scotland.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get over there, Larnell, for a long time.
Oh, you don't know how much, Zane, I want you over here in Florida. You don't know how long, so.
But yeah, it was great having you here in the Autistic Delicatessen. It was a great conversation, so it's all good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching the Autistic Delicatessen. If you'd like more content, please access theautisticdelicatessen.card.co or theampliverse.com/the-autistic-delicatessen. There you will find the full catalogue of our podcast and video series at your leisure.
And if you enjoyed this episode, feel free to subscribe for future content. Until next time.
What you eat, what you drink is your story.